Can everyone close their eyes for a minute? Alright, imagine this. There is no time left on the clock, and you're standing 12 yards away from a goal with a ball on your feet. There is a 6'4" goalkeeper standing at the net trying to determine which way you will kick the ball, while you're fighting weakness in your legs from 2.5 hours of non-stop running. There is about 75,000 fans who are dead silent, and another billion people watching from their television. While your teammates stand behind you holding your breath, you begin to think about everything you've done to get to this point in your life. The whistle blows and you strike the ball with the same form you've done your entire career. As you watch the ball go past the keeper and hit the nylon, all you hear is the deafening roar of the crowd taking over your body. You have just won the World Cup. Alright, now everyone open their eyes. While 99% of soccer players will never experience this exact moment, there is a formula to become a very good soccer player. I'm Anthony DiRienzo, and welcome to my How to Become an Effective Soccer Player speech. Now, most of you know that soccer is the most watched and beloved sport in the world, but what most fans don't know is the hard work and dedication those professionals that we see on television put in to get to this point. Soccer is a game that consists of being in extreme physical shape, being very knowledgeable of the game itself and the scenarios it brings, along with practicing your skills every single day. Unlike some sports, conditioning is the most important element of becoming an effective and great soccer player. You must be able to run non-stop for at least 90 minutes in order to be effective in all aspects of a match. For this reason, it is pivotal to gain stamina off of the field before you start to master your actual foot skills. I can see a lot of you nodding your head and saying to yourself, well, if I wanted to run, I would have just signed up for track. But even the most skilled track runners can't keep up with tip-top soccer players. Sprints and long distance, followed by calisthenics and vigorous stretching, is the method to most preseason camps. Being in shape is also a must to avoid injury. In an article entitled Avoidance of Soccer Injuries with Preseason Conditioning in AMJ Sports Med, 5 doctors did a study on 2 groups of female soccer players. The results suggested that the type of rigorous conditioning has a significant influence on lowering the incidence of injury in female adolescent soccer players. From personal experience, my coach would have us run a 5K in under 18 minutes, followed by sprints just to ensure we would be in good enough shape physically. Alright, so let's say you have mastered the conditioning aspect of the game and you're ready to work on those foot skills. Not so fast. You should first become knowledgeable of the sport and all the scenarios that an effective soccer player has to deal with. Like a lot of other sports, film must be watched, homework must be done, and proper coaching must be enforced for you to become really effective. I saw in an article entitled Cognitive Knowledge in Soccer Performance, written by 4 European college professors, that a study was done and it showed experienced cognitive knowledge permitted more meaningful associations between player positions, which resulted in more efficient retrieval. In other words, players who had studied the game were able to pick up on changes in coaching strategies much quicker than players who were at the novice level. Let's look at it this way. Remember that 6'4" goalie from our vision at the beginning? Let's say he knows you love going to the left side on every shot. Now imagine that you learned the day before he was right-handed. Before studying and gaining the knowledge, you know that he will be weaker going to his left side, so you score to the right. It all comes from knowledge and preparation. Now that you have the knowledge and stamina to compete, you can start working on your ball skills. To do this, you must practice for hours every day, on and off the field. Has anyone ever seen someone juggle eggs in their hands? Pretty impressive, huh? Now imagine the same thing, except using your feet instead of your hands. Have you ever tried kicking a soccer ball? Imagine kicking a soccer ball the length of the 120-yard soccer field, or even shooting a soccer ball at 40 miles per hour. It's even more impressive. The thing is, once you've learned these skills, you must continue to work on them to improve. Susan Zeiglar wrote an article in the Journal of Applied Behavioral Analysis on 4 college soccer players. She gave them information on attentional shift exercises, followed by the practicing of this information, and it showed that the soccer drills and players improved. This shows that even at the college level, the more you practice, the better you will get. So I want you to ask yourself right now, does this seem too difficult? If the answer is yes, then unfortunately, maybe you're not cut out to be a soccer player. But remember that anything worth having is worth working hard for. So if you're willing to push yourself to limits your body has never reached before, then you are ready to become an effective soccer player. While game experience is ultimately the best way to be noticed and take it to the next level, conditioning, knowledge for the game, and practicing every day are the aspects you must master throughout your career. Now you have the formula to become successful, so go grab a ball and get to work. Just remember, without doing these 3 things first, you will never be in the top % of those who are able to score that winning goal. Thank you all and have a nice day.